lovely people, welcome back to Trend Talks. I'm Miraj. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so kindly tell a friend. Remember to hit that subscribe button, to like and to share. And if you're up for it, you can also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates from this channel. Now, the leftover rolls were outside, right? This is the first time all over social media and just perusing through everything, and for the first time they're not talking about Harry and Meghan. I mean, thank God Kate was outside, so they focused on Mumbles, on Walkshy, on Doolittle, on Carmilla, on Charles. That was the focus, but it's not in a good light. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. I have seen everywhere I look and everywhere I read, it's just something negative. It's like negative. It's like, oh wait, what? Everything is negative, and it's honestly so hilarious. The way people are dragging them. So a lot has happened, and I'm going to break it down with you one by one. So let's start first. Dior, Christian Dior, a fashion brand, snapped Kate. And I've seen people make this comparison with Kyle Miller and Doolittle, Mumbles, and saying, hey, Dior hates them. Look at these outfits. They're so hideous. And I've seen people drag these outfits. I mean, it's Kate. Every time she steps out, one, she either copies what Meghan has to wear, or if it's her own clothes, they look so hideous and people are dragging her. You even had a royal expert say, hey, Kate's wardrobe style is so dull. I wish she was as glamorous as Meghan. I mean, that's why she constantly copies what Meghan wears. She mimics copies, and you'll think after all these years of copying she'll do a good job, but it's still always a flop. So Dior snapped. And I remember there's this article when Meghan stepped out on Dior made sure to repost and literally praised her for looking stunning, carrying their bag, wearing their outfit. So people, the Rangers, thought the same thing was going to happen with Kate, but no, it did not happen. It's like Dior was banned. It's like, wait, what? Dior, who? She wore Dior? We do not know her. Now, that was the first thing that is making rounds on social media. Here's the second thing. The second thing is, this one is even more funny. The PDA, the public displays of affection. So, we know they cannot stand one another. And like I've mentioned, I think William has been seeing how people keep shipping him with Jason North. Of how he's always happy and in good spirits when he's with Jason North, but when he is with Mumbles, he's just moody, he's just so pissed, he looks so angry, agitated, that vibe. So the same thing happened. So they tried to do these public displays of affection, holding hands, right, and holding one another to appear like they're loving. But no, they're not fooling the internet. The internet is not buying it. The way people can zoom into pictures, the way they can zoom into faces, the way they can do blah, 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 it's out of this world. And when you see how they're holding hands, it's like William is like, why do I have to hold this person's hand? It's like, and Kate's face just shows it. You can just tell they are so pissed, and they were forced to do that in hopes that the social media is going to rave, be like, oh, our faves. The Rangers is going to be like, oh, they're so in love, they're so madly in love. Well, it genuinely backfired. And then on top of that, people have been saying, oh, you know how Kate likes photo editing, airbrushing her pictures just to look flawless and everything. But when it comes to getting images, they're brutal. They just post her pictures the way she is, and people are like, oh no, they forgot to edit or to airbrush Kate. they forgot to do that. So that PDA Facade backfired because people ripped into it, and that is the entire story of this. We'll get more into it. Right now I'm just telling you some of the things that are happening in light of this whole mess. And then another thing is Kate appeared to miss the memo, the dressing code. So everyone else was dressed in white, and she pulled out in a red outfit, which by the way still is hideous. People are dragging her for that outfit. It's like, oh, here we go again. Who is Kate's stylist? And then, oh wait, hold on, they parted ways. Apparently her stylist just quit and is now going to pursue other ventures. If this was Meghan, you know how they'll say, oh, Meghan cannot keep staff, oh, Meghan is bullying staff. So Kate has her stylist has left. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, given how all the outfits she's been wearing have been dragged. So maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. So that was also another thing. And also the audacity of some of the fans, they kept shipping the French president with Kate because they sat together. It's like, oh, they look so cute together. That is so cringe. That is so gross. This is a married man, she's a married woman. That is gross. Some of these derangers just hate Kate. They hate Kate. Remember that time where they said, oh, Kate, William would have rather be married to that princess. What was that princess name? I forget. I'm forgetting that princess. Rather than Kate. They just hate Kate. So now they were shipping her with someone else, and this is just so it's been a mess. It's really been a mess. And then, oh, here's the funny one. You know how Harry has always been praised for being such a gentleman. He will hold Meghan's hand to help her get on like a carriage or something, opens doors, pull chairs. Not even with Meghan, even when it's always like women first. When he's at an event, he'll always let a woman come first. So he has good mannerism when people praise him. Well, it's the complete opposite for William, and people are also dragging him for it. So apparently when you get to this carriage, right? This carriages that they normally like riding in, the man is supposed to stand up and then help the lady on. William did not do that. William just could care less. If it was Harry could never. Harry would wait for Meghan to be comfortable, will help her up, just make sure she's seated and then take a seat. But with William, it's a different thing. Yeah, I love every time William and Kate step out because it's always a mess. If it's a speech, it's a disaster. If it's William, he's being dragged for something else. So every time they step out is a complete shit show. Honestly, it's a complete shit show. So much has been happening during this entire, hosting of the French president, the banquet, it's just been a whole mess. And people like Amelia must hate Kate. Oh, they had a fallout because how is it that everyone is dressed in white and Kate comes in red? What happened? So the way the internet is ripping these people apart is actually so satisfying. But again, let's go back to the PDA. When Harry and Meghan are out and about, their love is so authentic, it's so genuine. You can just see it from your screen. You see it. You can see these two genuinely love each other, the way they hold hands, because they are the blueprint when it comes to royal PDA. Before Harry and Meghan, these people never did PDA. Then all of a sudden, now William and Kate try to do PDA. And you can just tell it's their team told them, hey, there's so many rumors out here. People keep saying you and Jason love, or, so act a little lovey-dovey for the cameras. But even this dude cannot fake it. So it's been horrible. You have William squeezing Kate so bad to people that, like, Purple. It's like, this is bad. Why are you squeezing her hand like that? And William seems like, I just look at them. It's like, why do I have to be there? And Kate is like, look at her neck. She's just cringing. It's like, why do I have to hold this person's hand? That was such a flop, and the internet is ripping them apart. Because with Harry and Meghan, it's so authentic. They kiss, they hold hands, they hug. It's all vibes. And you can see it because it's genuine. You don't need to fake. They don't do it for cameras. Unlike William and Kate, who constantly do it for cameras. So the internet is ripping them apart. And I have to applaud you for your skills. The way you guys could zoom, the way you can... the body language experts always disappear this time when you need them. They're no longer. Where are the body language experts? But when it comes to Harry and Meghan, oh, they will fly. They will come out of hiding. But right now, when people need them to say, hey, can you guys break this down? What is happening? They're nowhere to be seen. But no. We have Scotties and you have people who are pro Harry and Meghan. And even sane people say, hey, you're not fooling us. The internet is like, you're not fooling us. So here's what the internet has to say about this. And guys, buckle up because it's about to get bumpy. The comments are out of this world. Let me tell you that. The comments are something else. So Michael says, these two should never be photographed together. They are a constant reminder of failed loveless marriage. And Jackie says, this is too painful to watch. Marriage shouldn't look like this. UK, give these people their freedom for all our mental health sake. And then Resilient says, are they forced to do this? They look somber. They are forced to do this. Of course they are forced to do this. And then you have Michelle says, he looks so miserable when he is with her. But 2 days ago, he was all smiles with Jason. And then Kyuto says, how to tell a DV situation in a photo if you have been a survivor of it. You know, all the signs, nobody expert needed here. SK says, you can see the pain of the squeeze in her neck. She's screaming with biting her jaw. It's like she's just, why do I have to do this again? How long is this going to take? That is the vibe that it's giving. And then Cheche says, the more they try to convince people, the more it's not looking good. So fake. Her hands has the ghostly looking color. Maud says, I wonder if that woman's hand feel cold, dry, and bony. Her husband can barely touch her hand. Denise says, they look so miserable. I agree. They really do. Royal Parasite says, William doesn't want to touch that hand. She's not Jason. Oh my god, the Jason no allegations are not going to stop anytime soon. Then you have Sharon says, he isn't even holding her hand. She just has a death grip on his fingers. This isn't giving feelings of a couple in love. This is giving vibes of a guy who wishes he was with anyone else but her. Then Danielle says, the way they hold hands is telling. Very telling, by the way. Then Sylvie says, they are holding hands, but they look so awkward. Daring says, he barely wants her touching his hands. I agree. Bully says, hands forced. Jin says, holding hands like they hate to touch one another. It's like they're repulsed by one another. Like, why do I have to do this again? Oh, wait, for the camera. And then City says, how to hold hand not. That's funny. And then Ida says, he's not touching her at all. It's all her touching him. He won't let this thumb touch her. He's evil. And then Professor Monica says, both look significantly older than 42. Even after a life with hardly any work, many domestic workers and nannies, and lots of vacation. CD says, everybody is simply jealous of her, according to the royalists, derangers, and the British media. Oh god, that is so true. They don't like criticizing her, and when they just like, oh, you guys are just jealous, you're jealous. Oh no, we are not jealous. No one is jealous of Kitty. No one is jealous of Waksha. Anyway guys, so that was the madness that happened during this banquet. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. As always, remember to like, share, and of course to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.